Okay, so I thought I'd call this blog after Bath Thoughts because it is literally just out the Bath Thoughts. I thought I'd upload a video that was a lot shorter than reading the whole blog. Right, so basically I broke my hip ages ago. It was about 7 years ago, so when I was about 13. And then that was it, just a slight fracture, nothing massive. They did an x-ray, it showed like a little dark patch, and they just said it was called fibrous dysplasia, which is basically when you're a baby, sometimes you're born with tumours from what I can tell, and then they just grow into like calcium and grow with your bone. And that's it. So we just thought it was that. And then I was involved in a car accident in, I think it was May, beginning of May, and nothing, just a bit of concussion, a bit of aching. So I thought I'd tore, it's called like a labral tear, I think it's called a labral tear, or a labral, I don't know. And it's basically a ring of cartilage around your hip. So I thought it was that, because every time I left all my weight off it was aching, and when I was walking it was aching, and I was just trying to man it off really. So that was that. So I went to the doctors, and then they referred me to physio, and then I did a bit of physio, they just like moved my leg up and down, and that hurts more than it did before. So I don't know if they've done something there. So they did an x-ray first, and then an MRI, and then after a week I went back to the physio, and they said, the muscle, the cartilage bit, the labral tear, that's all okay, no issues there. But then they'd found like a darker patch, and didn't realise it was on the previous x-ray, so I was like, oh, that doesn't look very nice. I'll put the photos in my blog of the MRI and the x-ray just so you can tell what I mean. So I had a look at that, and then she referred me to a doctor. That was when she saw the x-ray, and then so she referred me for an MRI and then to the doctor, and then that was that. And then about a week and a half later, I'm just trying to think what happened. Yeah, I went back to her in Ripley. She's really nice, and she said, "Oh, it's grown in your bone," because I was there like, "Oh, maybe it's just something on the outside, not." Because as soon as you say something's on the inside growing in your bone, you're there like, "Oh no, I've got cancer." But it didn't turn out to be that. It's just I won't tell you yet, it's a secret. So that was that. So then she referred me to this doctor who's really nice as well. It was straight to the point sort of thing, and it turned out I've got a bone tumour. But that's it for now. I need to go back, but he's not too happy with the x-rays at the minute, so I need to go back to... Well, he's referring me to a proper bone tumour person by the sounds of it, but they need a better scan before they do anything. But by the sounds of it, they're going to have to take that section of bone out, put a rod. But then when he was in the meeting with all the bone tumour people, they said that it looks closer to my hip than they would like. Because originally they said, "Oh, your hip's amazing," which was good. But then they had a further look at it, and they said, "Oh, actually, it's quite close to your bone. We need to just do another x-ray to make sure it's not growing anymore," sort of thing. Because if you do, then that means you need a new hip. So we're just waiting on that at the minute. But I'll put the x-rays in the blog, just so you can see. But they've said it's like not cancerous or anything like that. But I can't find anything about it on the internet. You'd think there'd be more about bone tumours and stuff like that. But they've not given me a name for it yet. It's just bone tumour, which sounds quite terrifying in its saying. But I'll keep you posted.